Hey guys, Backwoods here. This is the Winchester large Bowie knife. I bought this originally to keep in my truck, as a big, intimidating kind of knife. If, just in case somebody wants to give me shit. And for that, it's very good. It is a very large, very intimidating Bowie knife. It has a 8.75 inch blade, which is pretty freaking big. It is, it's 14 1/4 inches long overall, and it is a very, very pretty looking knife. I mean, look at this. It's got this nice, wooden handle. It's got a brass cross guard, this big, shiny, kind of mirror kind of blade, So it's a really good looking knife, just saying. It's also full tang, and one little thing that I like about it, there's a finger groove right up here, so you can get up higher on the blade, if you're just like whittling or shaving a stick or, something like that. Okay, so it's a pretty good knife. It's real nice looking, at least. Okay, onto the sheath. The sheath is decent. It is plastic lined ballistics nylon. It's got a good size loop on it, so you can fit it around bigger belts. It has 2 loops on it for securing the knife. It has one up here, and it's got one right. So looks like that, and overall I feel that both of them are kind of unnecessary, so I usually just button that back there in the loop so it doesn't get in my way, and I just use this one. The sheath. What can I tell you about the sheath? Alright, you see this button right here? It goes all the way through the sheath, so on the inside of the sheath where the knife is, there's a metal thing, like a metal stud on the inside, and if you can see on the blade, that's why there's this enormous scratch looking thing right through there, which doesn't look all that pretty. Also, there's another stud right there, like as soon as you pull the knife out, and that was also scratching up my blade, so I got a piece of duct tape there now. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Also, the blade will kind of snag in the handle every once in a while. I'm not really sure why, but it will. If you can see right there, you can see that. Right there on the bird finger on my left hand. That scar, 7 stitches from this knife because the blade snagged in the handle when I was trying to get it out. See, I was trying to pull the blade out, and I pulled it, and I got it about right here, apparently, and it snagged, and I thought it hadn't come out of I wasn't really looking at it. It was down in some sofa cushions, and I was trying to get the blade out. It's a long story. Anyway, and I got it out this much, and so I was trying to get the blade out, and I reached down to try and grab the sheath to give myself some extra support and then pull the knife out. I ended up accidentally grabbing the blade, pulling the knife out, and I just slashed into my finger. So yeah, be careful with this knife, because it will snag in the handle and you could hurt yourself with that. Okay, weapon aspect. Alright, the weapon aspect of this knife is pretty good. You could put an enormous back edge on it right there. That's maybe 3.5 inches of back edge, just right there. Which, I mean, that's pretty good. It's a very large knife. It can do a lot of damage. I've seen people use Bowies as throwers. I'm not good with throwers, so I've never tried. The weapon aspect of this knife is pretty good. It's got a huge clip point on it, which is real nice. You're not going to slip onto the blade because of these right here. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention about the handle. It's got finger grooves for all your fingers. This nice, I don't know what this is, like rosewood or something? I don't know what it is, but it looks really nice on the handle. Okay, tool aspect. The tool aspect is, in my opinion, not all that great. This is made of like stainless surgical steel, probably 1045 if I had to guess. It doesn't hold an edge all that well, and it just seems kind of like the edge on it seems very delicate to me when I'm using it. So if you're looking for an outdoorsy knife, you know, like if you're going camping or something, I would look into getting something else. So the price on this knife, I bought this for $27 at Dick's Sporting Goods, and you can get it for a good bit less online now. You can get it for around $20. It's a decent knife. I don't buy Winchester knives anymore, and this is kind of part of that. It is decent, but for like what I bought it for, I just wanted a big intimidating knife to keep in my truck, like I said, and it works great for that, because nobody will fuck with you if you have this in your truck. Honestly, I would look into getting a different knife, like spend a little bit more, get a better knife. But if you're looking into getting a Bowie for not a whole lot of money, in my opinion, I would not get this knife. If you want a knife that looks really good, looks really cool, to, you know, just keep around, not really use, which, I mean, some people do that. I'm not really that kind of person. But, I mean, if you want this knife for that, it's great for that. I mean, it's a really good looking knife. It's very intimidating, very cool. So, yeah, if you're into that, it's a great knife for that. But for actual use, it's very iffy. So, anyway, if you want to get this knife, you might want to look into some other choices. Alright, well, this is Backwoods signing out.